Durga ma'am, can you share your screen? And one more thing ఏంటంటే నిన్న దుర్గా మ్యామ్ కి ఒక ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది. Okay, so what is the error? Durga ma'am has got the error, and what is the error? That means in DUR1 transaction code, okay, system is allowing the business partner, but DUR2 transaction, DUR2 company code system is allowing the business partner. Okay, but when it comes to the DUR2 company code, system is not allowing the business partner. Why the system is not allowing the business partner? Okay, think about this one and tell me the answer. You have, see, all of you have created the business partners, right? Okay, so what are the points that you have observed from the business partner roles and categories? That is the important point. After this small point, you have to tell me. Okay. Okay, ma'am. So open the notepad, ma'am. This is the very important point right now. We have all of you, and in SAP S/4HANA system, okay, you get a lot of questions when it comes to the transport requests and all. See, manually you have done with this transport request transferring process using transaction code SC09. Okay. Then next one, using the transaction code of 10th point is using transaction code see, in interview point of view, definitely they will ask, okay, why? Because I have observed this question from the one of the interview, so which was happened in my company yesterday only. They have asked the this transaction code using the transaction code STMS underscore import. No. We'll just type this thing. Go to the Skype now. Copy that thing. So using this transaction code, okay, it is used to transfer or it is used to transport. It is used to transport a request from one client to another client, from one client to another client, such as 100 to 400 within the different server. Okay, all of you. See, in this transaction code also, you can able to transfer the requests from one server to the another server, which is very, very important, all of you. Same thing. Okay, when you go to this transaction code, you will give the source client and you will give the request. After the giving of the each and every request, what will happen? All of you. So automatically request will be transferred from one server to the another server. Please try to do the transport request organization um, server transferring process. Okay. So if you don't do that thing, automatically you will not going to remember the process. Okay. If you miss the transaction code, that is there is no worries. Okay. If you miss that cycle of the configuration, automatically in interview point of view, your profile will be rejected. Okay. So try to understand the point, all of you. And most important thing is that they just focus on the process, not on the transaction code, not on the path. Okay. So everyone will not going to remember the path, will not going to remember the transaction codes, right? So what will happen? So nothing will happen. The main important thing is that so they observe the each and every point that so this person is having the conceptual knowledge, cycle knowledge, okay, and scenario based knowledge and all. So they will observe those things only, all of you. Okay. So if you can't remember the, I mean, if you don't remember the transaction codes and all, nothing will happen. Okay. So please try to have the, I mean, some of the things in your mind. And after this class, after the ECC class and after the SAP S4 HANA class, um, I will tell you the most important topic in SAP S4 HANA, okay, that is Universal Journal AC Docker table. Okay, in SAP point of view, so many people will going to ask you AC Docker table. Okay, you know it very well. In ECC, all will be there based on the AC16 transaction code, but in SAP S4 HANA, so you do have the same thing. But the thing is that you do have all these tables in AC Docker. I will tell you each and everything, don't worry. Okay, now can you stop this screen sharing and open the ECC, all of you? Balaji, open the ECC. Ah, oh, wait for 1 minute. No? Ma'am, can you open this SAP S4 HANA system? And please open that error that you have got. Go to the SAP S4 HANA system. The main important thing is that see Durgamam has got the error. So the error is that, okay, what is that error? See, the important thing is that what is the error that you have got? Please share all these things in WhatsApp group. Okay. Please try to understand the point. I will tell you that the main important error is customer specific data were not saved due to error. Okay. So when the customer specific data is not saved in the particular server, okay, so how these things are stored? So based on the business partner rules, it will going to store. And what do you mean by business role category? Anyone, all of you? So you are doing the accounts payables, accounts receivables configurations. Okay. So based on the changing roles, okay, roles like company code data, general data, and also sales organization data. When it comes to the vendors, company code data, general data, and also purchasing data. What are the points that you have observed based on the previous error? Any one of you, Balaji, Suman, Kusuma ma'am, Raju, Soma, Ranjit Anand, Anjan, Kirti, Nitin, and Durga ma'am. What you have observed? See, when the error comes into the picture, what are the errors that you have observed? I mean, what is the exact mapping point of view that you have observed? Okay, all of you. So please try to learn the conceptual things. Not see, don't modify. Okay, so that is another thing. Okay, when the error comes into the picture, see, what do you mean by business role and category? I have already told you. Any one of you could just come out from the mute and say the answer. There is no issue. I will not going to blame you, right? What do you mean by business role? And what do you mean by business role category? Okay, okay. See, if you don't know the answer, please come out from the mute and try to convince, try to give the explanation on the thing to convince the user, to convince the client, to convince the interviewer and all. Okay. If you don't know the answer, please convince. Okay. So don't say I don't know the answer. So I didn't work on anything and all. Don't say. So these are the master data configurations things. Okay, all of you. Basically, we use the business rules. Okay, when you go to the transaction code BP, when we go to the transaction code BP. So when you go to the transaction code BP, all of you, a business partner role is used to classify a business partner in business terms. What is the business terms? Either the person is related to personal or organization or group. The roles you assign to business partner reflect the function it has and the business transaction in which it is likely to be involved. You got my point? See, basically this business partner rule is used for classification purpose during data exchange. We know it, all of you. The main important thing is the business role category. Okay. So what is the business role category? Ma'am, click on the organization. See, I am just giving you that. See, the error was resolved. So yesterday I have given the reply at 10 o'clock. Okay, to the Durga ma'am. Okay, right. See here, all of you, you are observing the change in BP rule. Okay, can you can you drag down this create in BP role, ma'am? Drop down this create in BP role. See, all of you, you are observing each and every point, right? Okay, FLBN double zero, FLBN 01, FLCU 00, FLCU 01. You are observing different types of points. See where all of these things are coming. From which point of view all these points are coming. You have to observe all of you. Why I'm only using the business partner role? Why I am not using the business role categories? Okay, so in the business role category, ma'am, can you go to the SPRO, the reference ING, cross application components, SAP business partner, basic settings, business partner roles. All of you, the business partner category basically denotes whether a business partner is a natural person or organization or a group, whether the data is related to the general or company code data or sales and distribution data or purchasing data. Go to the defined BP roles. Okay, so the main important thing is that whatever the data that you are defining in SAP system, all of you, please try to understand that business role category is important. Based on the business role category, BP, we will assign these things to the BP roles. So go to the BP role, ma'am, BP role category. Yesterday, Durga ma'am has got the error, right? So what is the error here? You have to know it. Okay. Go to the position, ma'am, FLCU 00. On the role FLCU 00, okay, they have got the error. So the error means here, customer specific data were not saved due to this error. FLCU 00 is the business partner, general master data as well as the company code data. Okay, so the business role category should be assigned to the particular business role category. The business role category should be assigned to the business partner role. Okay, see, this weekend you do have the configurations. Okay, you do have one class for the business partner roles and business partner categories. Okay, you don't worry. Just I'm in a one path. I will explain you in each and everything, and you are the one person. So who will going to learn a lot of things. But the thing is that in one class, if I tell you each and every point on the particular configurations and all, you're not going to remember. You will get some confusion. Okay, so business role category we have created. Okay, then we need to assign this business role category to the business partner role. Yesterday, based on that error, we have checked with this business role categories and business partner role. In the business role category, FLCU 00 is there, general master data and company code data has been there. And at the same time, when it comes to the BP role, everything is perfect. But the main important thing is that they didn't tick mark on the standard assignment BP role to the BP role category. Okay, standard assignment BP role to the BP role category, they didn't tick mark on this thing. So that is why Durga ma'am has got the error. Why? Because particularly when you are creating the BP role category in SAP S4 HANA system, that should be assigned to the BP role and the view should be BP view, and the standard assignment BP role to the BP role category should be happened. Okay, so if this is not assigning to the business partner role, automatically you will going to get master data configuration error. Okay, so yesterday it was not in a tick mode, so now it is in a tick mode. You are not going to face any error. Okay. So this is the important thing, all of you. Please try to understand the point. The next one. Yes. Give slash num. So today we will going to do the configurations of the payment terms. Okay. In ECC, go to the ECC. Balaji, can you share your screen? I will going to share you the SAP S4. I mean, in SAP S4 HANA and SAP ECC, everything is same, all of you. Technical issue in ECC. Okay. Can anyone is having the ECC server? Please share. I'll share the ECC server. I'm asking you, please share your the server access, ECC server access. Please share your screen if anyone is having the ECC server access. All of you, please share your screen. I mean, ECC server access. Anyone is having Anjan and Kirti and Anand and Suman
No, I have Wi-Fi problem, Anna.
and
So I
Soma
am
and Ranjit, Raju. Share your screen. Hmm. Can you open the first configuration? I mean, that is chat box open configurations. Payment terms configurations for Windows. No. Go to the Skype. Open the chat box. Open this payment terms configurations. Go up. Remove this thing. First one. Yes. Okay, guys. All of you just observe the point that so we are in a configuration that so payment terms configurations for vendors with cash discount. So when you buy the raw material from the particular vendor will give you the cash discount, right? So how these vendors are giving the cash discounts? So you need to observe the point. Okay. Uh, Now, what we will do is go to the SAP system. Please try to log in into this SAP system. See, so today's class is simple configuration, all of you. But after this class in SAP S/4HANA, I will explain you the scenario of this AC Docker tables. Okay, please try to understand the point. All of you from this point of the class and all don't miss the classes. In each and every class, I will tell the scenarios. If you miss the classes and all, not, I mean, you will lose each and everything. Okay, you cannot understand the point. So you are paying the money, so you have to attend for some of the days, right? Then after that, you will, based on your preparation, you will going to get the job. Log in into the server and do it fast.
It takes some time now.
Anjan, you don't have any server access ECC.
I have no, but yesterday we don't have current. Wi-Fi is not working on now. So
You don't have
not connect. I have enough, but Wi-Fi is not connected for now.
Okay. Suman, now you don't have any server access, huh? Go to the SAP login into the system open. And Raju, you don't have server access. Anand, what you are doing? You don't keep the. Yes, don't worry. See whether it is offline or online. Open that thing and share your screen first of all. See, when I ask one thing, please share. My ECC temporarily not available. Why ECC servers are not working? Okay, there is no issue. So this was open, right? Okay, right, all of you. In ECC systems, so we need to do the configurations of the payment terms, right? So to do the configurations of the payment terms and all, the most important thing is that you have to learn. See, what do you, what do you mean by payment terms configurations? And for, I mean, for customers and vendors, so can we use the payment terms configurations and all? Okay, we will get a lot of doubts, right? Okay, so the main important thing in SAP FICO is for HANA and ECC. Okay, so when you go to the master data, okay, BP master data or normal vendor master data and all in ECC and SAP as for HANA, in payment term transaction tab, you will going to find out the payment terms. Okay, so how you can able to find out the payment terms tabs and all, how you are giving the payment terms. Okay, that is very, very important. And you are taking the payment terms as normal payment terms. Okay, you are taking the payment terms as normal payment terms. What are those normal payment terms? That is standard payment terms. Okay, so immediate due, and you are not giving any cash discount. See, automatically when you are buying the material from the vendor, I think so for a huge quantity and all, automatically they will going to give you the cash discount, right? For that thing we use the payment terms. So payment terms are the conditions only. So that are agreed between business partners and organizations and customers. And these conditions define, you know it very well, due date, that we can call it as the immediate due date, and cash discounts offered for payment of the invoices within a certain period of time. They will just give you the some of the dates. If you pay the amount within the 5 days for this bulk quantity, automatically we will just give the cash discount. Okay, how much cash discount? So based on their material things, and how much percentage they are giving based on the due dates also. Okay, so payment terms are used to calculate cash discount and invoice due date also, all of you. Now, the most important point in interview is the business transactions are involved between organizations and vendors. Okay, are these business transactions are involved between organizations and customers? Yes. So when you buy the raw material, automatically you will going to create the finished goods, right? So that finished goods will be sent to the customer. So there is a link between organizations and customers. See, organization may act like vendor as well as the customer. So suppose when the organization buys the raw material from the vendor, organization is the customer, right? When the organization sells the material, finished goods to the particular customer, okay, so organization is the vendor. So that is why organization may act like vendors as well as customers. Okay, good. Now, to create the terms of payment or payment terms, we use transaction code OBB8. Can you go to the transaction code OBB8? Okay. So here some of the users have been created the terms of payments and all, and their requirement is different and our requirement is different. You got my point, all of you? Their requirement, see, according to the your business partner, I mean your client, things and all. Okay, you need to observe the points. Based on that, you need to configure. See, in each and every cash discourse, there will be installments and also there will be normal payments. Okay, so based on that, how you are mapping those information into the SAP system is very, very important. Okay, and that would give you the main result. And at the same time, what see, you may have gone through different types of scenarios, but you may have, you may not have gone through the different types of payment term scenarios and all with the help of electronic bank statements, with the help of data medium exchanges and all. Okay, so if you are not remembering the things and all, go to the configuration document and see the things, how these things are happening. So they will give you the server, and based on the servers things and all, database people will store the data and all. Okay, automatically you will going to see the data for the company code for the companies. Okay, now you can just go to the new address. Go to the new address. Yes. So what is the payment terms that you are going to use? So your Ranjit, right? RAN1. RAN1. And the sales text is, you have to okay, payment terms for vendors. Payment term for vendor. In the own explanation, what is the thing that we are giving? So within, if I pay the amount within the 10 days, how much cash discount that this vendor is offering? Okay, so within the 10 days, I will get the 4% cash discount. No, no, don't write within and all. Remove this thing, 10 days, space 3%. Within the 10 days, I'm getting the 4% cash discount, comma, within 20 days, that is 20 days, space 3% cash discount. And so within the 30 days, no one will go to give you the cash discount if you pay the amount within the 30 days, right? Okay, so comma 30 days due date. 30 days, comma 30 days. 30 days due date. See, all of you, when it comes to the accounting type and all, you can just see whether this payment terms are related to the particular customer or vendor. Okay, so that is your choice. So if you want to apply only this type of payment terms to the customers and vendor, you can do it. There is no issue. If you have the different requirement for the customer, okay, so you will going to exclude the vendor. If you have the different requirement from the client, okay, for the particular vendor, so you will exclude the customer. You got my point, all of you? Okay, so the next one is baseline data calculation. Okay, so in this baseline data calculation, what will happen, all of you? There will be a fixed data. Okay, and also, what is this thing? Additional months. Give me one second. Okay, so in the baseline date calculation, you are using the document date, that is 23.06.2022. The main important thing for the fixed date payment, and this fixed date payment terms are used when the due date for the payment is a fixed date. Okay, so here you don't need to give any fixed dates and all. You got my point? Suppose I will give you the example. The payment due is on 26/06/2023 of every year. Okay, and for 1 year you are making the payment. Okay, the main important thing is that it is coming from the any foreign countries or anything. So the payment due is on 23.06.2023. Okay, usually this kind of payment terms are used in case of seasonal sales or purchases, right? So many people, many clients, they may have one doubt. If the due date is a fixed date, why do we need payment terms at all? Why do we need payment terms at all of you? The most important thing, client will raise the question. Okay, client will definitely raise the question that if the fixed date is if the fixed date is given in the baseline date calculation, then what is the use for this payment terms? Okay, these things they will going to ask you. So don't worry. See, we cannot enter the fixed date calculations without having the payment terms, right? You know it very well, all of you. So these fixed payment terms are used for better management of the invoices. So better management of the invoices. See, now you are doing the payments on the 23 date, on the 26th date, on the 1st July, on the 1st September, October, or anything. Okay, so every month or for every year, for every month on the first date, so we should put the amount. Now we use the different types of customers in our master data configurations and all. How we can able to give the fixed date? For your reference only, I'm just giving you the intentional things of the fixed date calculations and all. So though it is not used in real time processes and all, they just check your knowledge. Okay, so try to understand the point. The next one is all of you. Uh, uh, okay, sorry, all of you, I'm getting throat pain. Um, so additional months is also same. So on which month, on which date you are doing the payments and all. So that is not very important, all of you. So if they ask anything about these things, so for the fixed date calculations only, we used to pay the amounts to the particular vendors and all based on the fixed date and additional months. Now we are not using these fixed date and additional months and all. Okay, so within the days, within the day only, vendor is giving the cash discount. Okay, so that is the another thing. Okay, don't worry. The next one is payment block or payment method defaulter. So if you want to block the payment method or block key, see when it comes to the automatic payment program configurations and all, I will tell you what do you mean by payment methods and all, and how we need to use the payment block key and all. If you don't want to enter the cash discounts, if you don't want to give the cash discounts to the particular vendor, how you are blocking the payments, okay, for the particular payment terms in automatically in automatic payment program, it will not going to calculate the cash discounts for the particular vendor. Okay. So, when it comes to the automatic payment program configuration, I will tell you the point. You don't worry about this thing. The next one is default for baseline date calculation. See, in the baseline date calculation, why we are using the posting date, why we are using the entry date, and why we are using the document data, and why we are not using the no default. Okay, so in SAP, for the particular payment terms and all. Why all of you? Anyone has the answer?
Hello.
Hmm.
Based on this baseline date, the days will be calculated from.
Based on what?
Based on this baseline date, the days will be calculated for paying to vendor.
Okay. Okay, all of you, don't worry. See, it is just a new configuration for you, right? So the main important thing is that so you are using the posting date, and this posting date determines in which posting period a document or a journal entry is added to the database. Okay, so that is the one point. When it comes to the document date, the date that indicates when the shipment of goods take place. When the shipment of goods take place and posting date, try to remember the posting date things and all. Okay, so the date that determines in which posting period a document or a general entry is added to the databases. You got my point? So the document date is now you have got the material on the 21st/06/2023. Okay, so you need to post the date, but the thing is that in the document date that indicates when the shipment of goods take place. Okay, that is the main important point. So the next one is document date. Okay, suppose I will give you the example, the basic example, the date on which the document is created, 21st/06, 2023. The document is created, but still it can be posted on 23.06.2023 using document date. That is the very important. The next one is entry date, that we can call it as the delivery date and all. It appears in documents other than invoices. It appears in documents other than invoices means what? This is the date on which the goods are to be received from the vendor, from the purchase point of view. See, document date, posting date, and the entry date, everything will be same all of you. But the thing is that there is a slight difference. Okay, posting date means what? So when you are getting the information from the vendor, I mean when you are getting the raw material from the vendor, so that is just information that you will just post the date. I mean you will just post the reference transaction, and the next one is based on the total receivement of the goods for the particular, I mean from the particular vendor. We use the document date, and the entry date, you know it very well. Okay, entry date is nothing but the delivery dates and all. This is the date on which the goods are to be received from the vendor. Okay, so entry date and posting date is same, but the main important thing is that document date is the main difference. Okay, please try to understand the point. Here we take the document date. Based on the document date, we used to calculate the cash discounts. And nowadays also we calculate the cash discounts based on the document date. Take out the document date, and in the payment terms, term and percentage and number of days are there. Okay, in the percentages, you can just give um, 4% for the 10 days and 3% for the 20 days, and there is a due date. Okay, for the 30 days. Okay, so that is the important thing right now we have all of you. So if you have any fixed date calculations and all, so based on the baseline date calculations, you do have fixed date, right? Yeah. So that fixed date should be there in this fixed date. I mean, that is payment terms fixed date. I'm not giving any fixed dates in on all of you. Why? Because frequently we use the payment terms configurations, right? So that is the important thing right now we have. So then next you can just go to the save button and save. Then next one is what all of you. So please try to remember the payment terms, configurations, things and all. That is RAN1 is the main payment terms configuration. So if you get the raw material from the vendor and if you are paying the amount to the particular vendor within the 10 days, you will going to get the 4% cash discount. And within the 20 days, and you will going to get the 3% cash discount. So that is the main important thing. And we have done with this configuration. Okay. So go to the SAP, Skype, and go to the screen. And what is the next configuration that we want to do? Create a cash discount received account using transaction code FS00 and the account group is other income. Can you go to the transaction code FS00? All of you, have you observed one point in SAP? Give me 1 second. Here, double click on this 0001. Go to OBB8 transaction code. Go to OBB8 transaction code. Double click on 0001. Yes, here payment terms, installment payment terms, reconciliation entries and supplementary for master data, and see reconciliation entries. We don't need to click back on these things. Why? Because we do have reconciliation accounts. The next one is payment terms, installment payment terms. Why we haven't used these terms and percentages for the installment payment terms and all? See, that is the source of installment payment term. Source of installment payment term is different and normal payment term is different. So tomorrow's class we will going to discuss about the installment payment terms. Okay, payment terms and installment payment terms are the different types of configurations and all based on the requirement. Okay, so give /n, go to the OBD for transaction code and try to find out with your chart of accounts. Whether the other income is there or not. In interview point of view, they will just ask you, what do you mean by posting date, entry date, and document date? Please try to understand the point. And if you can't remember the point, you can just download the video and again come back to this video and listen those things. Okay, go to the position and RAA1 and what is the other incomes? 300, 100. Go to the FS00 transaction code. Go to FS00 transaction code and try to create the thing. That cash discount received account in other income. All of you, please do the configurations in SAP S/4HANA. Okay, and give the cash discount, Ranjit. Cash discount received account. And GL long text is also cash discount received account. Is INR and line item display same thing. Sort key will be 000. Sorry, 0. And the next one is in the create or bank interest 0001. Go to the save button and save it. So cash discounts is also created. Then what is the next configuration that we have? Assign cash discount received account using transaction code OBXU. Go to the transaction code OBXU. Go to the transaction code OBXU. Give /n and OBXU. Give your chart of accounts and click on the enter. The next one. See, all of you, first we need to save the posting keys rules. Okay. What is the key for the cash discounts? Posting key for the cash discount, debit posting keys, credit posting keys, all will be there, all of you. Okay, go to the posting keys. First save the rules first. Then you can just go back to this accounts. Go to the posting key, go up. There is a posting key, accounts, posting key. Yes, you have to save the rules first. Yes. Okay, so automatically go to the rules. Go to the rules. So you will going to have these rules. Okay, transaction, and at the same time is cash discount receipt account. That is SKE is the transactions. Okay, that is the important thing right now we have. The next one, go to the accounts. Go to the accounts. Okay, so try to give the account that you have created. That is cash discount you have created, right? So give the account, go to the drop down option and give you a chart of accounts or company code. Automatically go to the drop down option. Yes, take out the cash discount. Okay, go to the save button and save it. Okay, all of you. So can you give slash in? Give slash in. And what is the next configuration that we have? Okay, assign payment terms in the vendor and master records using transaction code XK02. Go to the transaction code XK02. XK02. Good. And take out your vendor, any vendor that you have created, one vendor, right? Take out that vendor. And so here now you are doing for the company code data, which is related to the payment terms configurations and all. Okay, what you need to do is take out the payment terms transaction. That is payment transaction stigma. Click on the enter. Directly it will redirect it to the payment transactions only tab. Okay. So here we are using 0001. That is a due date, immediate due date unit. But when it comes to the our configurations, okay, like we have created the payment terms configurations, right? So what is the payment terms that we have created? KA1. But go to the drop down option. So try to find out the things based on the drop down options only. Okay. Go to the drop down option and we need to check whether our payment terms are there or not. Okay. So RAA1 is there. Within the 10 days, 4% cash discount. Within the 20 days, 3% cash discount. Anybody can use this payment terms. You can also use these payment terms if you have same servers. There is no issue. Okay, based on the client requirement only, we use the things. I mean, based on the vendor requirement only. Okay, click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Good. Click on the enter once again. See, all of you, RAN1 has been changed. Okay. With the, I mean, in this payment terms, we have replaced with the RAN1 instead of this 0001. Okay. So give /1, give /n, and go to the next configuration. There is no any configurations, all of you. So it is just a invoice postings and all. We are just doing the testings. Okay, vendor invoice posting using transaction code FP60. Go to the transaction code FP60. So based on the document date only, we are calculating the payment terms, things and all. How we will going to get the things. Okay. Give the vendor and see the company code. and give the is. Yes, give the invoice date. Then is 23.06.2023 and posting date 23.06.2023 and text amount is text is getting raw material from vendor. Getting raw material from vendor. Getting raw material from vendor. Oh, give the amount. Okay. Here give the amount. Click on the enter. Give the reference. Oh, document currency is okay. Give anything. Invoice customer. Okay, right, all of you. Can you go to the payment terms tab? Here, payment term. Payment terms tab. See, all of you, payment terms tab has been updated. So payment block is free for payment. That is okay. Why? Because we haven't configured the payment block, right? And the next one is payment terms. RAN1 10. Within the 10 days, you will get the 4% cash discount. Within the 20 days, 3% cash discount. Okay, go to the simulate option and try to save the button. Go to the button and save it. See, when you make the payment to the particular vendor within the 10 days, okay, how you are getting the cash discount is very, very important. Okay, so now we will use the transaction code F-53 to make the payments to the vendor, and now we will going to see the entries. Okay, how we are getting the cash discount and all. Give the document as 23.0306.2023. So we are in within 10 days, right? All of you. So we should get the 4% cash discount. How? So based on the payment terms, right? That we have seen in the master records. So give the reference, anything, and document text is making payment to vendor. Making payment to vendor. Making payment to vendor. And the next one is bank data. And the next one is bank data. Next one is bank data. And the next one is if you have the business area, you can just give it. There is no issue. If it is a mandatory, give it. If it is a not mandatory thing, don't give it. There is no issue. Okay, give the amount as 15,000 rupees. And text is vendor payment to, sorry, making payment to vendor. Same thing. Copy that thing and paste it here. Amount paid to vendor. Very good. So the next one is open item selections. In the open item selections, take out the vendor. Okay. I mean, from which person we are getting the cash discount, right? And we need to give the details. Okay, can you go to the process payments? Well, you give the value date 23.06.2022. Okay, so all of you are getting the cash discount, that is 600 rupees. Okay, what you need to do is select the 600 also. Select the, double click on this 600. Amount entered is 15,000. Okay. Double click on this 15,000. Double click on this cash discount also. Go to the charge of difference and give the 14,400 rupees. We are getting the cash discount of 600 rupees, right? Double click on this HDFC bank account. Anything. And remove the amount as 15,000. Just give the 14,400. Why? Because we are getting the 600 cash discount. No. Don't give anything. Just give 14,400. Click on the enter. Go to the process open items. So now it is 0, right? Can you go to the simulate option, document simulate option? Automatically you will going to see the entry. Document simulate option. Document. Okay, you do one thing. Remove this thing. Come back. Yeah. Okay, no. Okay, you are getting the cash discount, right? And go to the save button and save it. Okay, and go to the document display view option. No, go up. No. Here only document display will be there. Document. Now you can observe the entries, all of you. You have vendor and you have bank data, and you are transferring the amount to the particular vendor and he's giving the cash discount. Okay, so and the amount will be 0. So come back. Okay, this is the way how we can able to do the configurations of the payment terms and all of you for the particular vendor in ECC. Okay, so I will going to stop this recording, all of you, for ECC.